The world watched in horror this week as a series of devastating events unfolded across the globe. From the escalating conflict in the Middle East to labor disputes impacting international industries, from the fervor of the U.S. election season to the delicate balance between tourism and preservation in historical cities, these stories highlight the interconnectedness of our world and the complex challenges we face. In Gaza, an Israeli strike has left a trail of devastation and claimed the lives of innocent civilians. We'll hear first-hand accounts of the chaos and loss from those who witnessed the tragedy. Meanwhile, in the United States, Boeing workers have walked off the job, rejecting a pay rise deemed insufficient. As the U.S. presidential election enters its final days, candidates Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are making their final appeals to voters. The outcome of this election has the potential to reshape the political landscape for years to come. Finally, in Venice, a controversial new policy aims to curb over-tourism by doubling entry fees for visitors. The decision highlights the growing pains of popular tourist destinations, grappling with the impact of their success. These stories, though seemingly disparate, are threads in the complex tapestry of our globalized world. The streets of Gaza are filled with the deafening sounds of sirens and the anguished cries of those who have lost loved ones. The recent Israeli strike has left a trail of destruction, reducing homes to rubble and shattering the lives of innocent civilians. Hospitals, already struggling with limited resources, are now overwhelmed with casualties, many of them women and children. A young nurse, her voice trembling with emotion, described the scene inside the hospital as a nightmare. She spoke of frantic efforts to save lives, of corridors overflowing with the injured, and of the heart-wrenching moment when a child succumbed to her injuries despite their best efforts. Her words painted a vivid picture of the human cost of this conflict, a stark reminder of the devastating impact of violence on innocent lives. The nurse's account is just one of many stories of loss and resilience emerging from the rubble of Gaza. Families huddle together in makeshift shelters, mourning their loved ones and grappling with the uncertainty of their future. The physical wounds will heal in time, but the emotional scars of this tragedy will likely linger for generations. As the international community calls for a ceasefire, the people of Gaza are left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. The road to recovery will be long and arduous, but amidst the devastation, there are glimmers of hope. Aid organizations are working tirelessly to provide food, water, and medical supplies, and the indomitable spirit of the human will to survive shines through even in the darkest of times. The American and the global economy. The United States is on the cusp of a pivotal presidential election, and the political atmosphere is electric with anticipation and anxiety. Incumbent President Donald Trump and his challenger, Senator Kamala Harris, are locked in a fierce battle for the White House with just days remaining until Election Day. Both candidates are crisscrossing the nation in a final frenetic push to sway undecided voters in key swing states. Trump, known for his fiery rallies and populist rhetoric, is hammering home his message of economic nationalism and America First policies. He is urging his supporters to turn out in droves, warning of the dangers of a socialist takeover should Harris emerge victorious. Harris, meanwhile, is presenting a starkly different vision for America, one built on unity, empathy, and a commitment to social justice. She is highlighting her plans to combat climate change, expand access to healthcare, and address systemic racism. Her campaign is banking on mobilizing a diverse coalition of voters, including women, minorities, and young people, to carry her to victory. The final days of the campaign are sure to be filled with drama, intrigue, and last-minute surprises. The stakes are high, as the outcome of this election will have profound implications for the future direction of the United States and its role in the world.